Hello guys!
Hello.
So today's video is honest talks. We haven't done that in a while. So today's video is about something that we noticed and we thought, well, that would be a good subject to speak on honest talks, which is this series. And we have some videos on other
Topics as well.
controversial topics that I don't know, many people won't agree with us, but it's nice to have this feedback from
No one
you as
likes to
well.
be judged, but we judge everyone.
Yeah, just like everyone judges everyone, but it's not about that. It's just seeing different points of view from multiple subjects.
Yeah.
So today is about if hyper consumerism. I think that's how you say it. Well, you've seen it in the title, anyways. But as you can guess for the name, it's about people just keep buying stuff that they don't need. Is buying for the sake of buying. They don't actually need any of those items, but they want them anyways, and that's what we are going to talk about. Because here in the UK, a few days ago, the non-essential shops open, and we noticed that some of them have huge queues. For example, for some of the big brands, there are people waiting for hours before opening,
There were people who were,
queuing on the street.
yeah, queuing even before the opening hours, right? They were
Yeah,
staying
four
there.
4 hours. They were at 6 a.m. and the shop opened at 10 a.m. So there were 4 hours waiting, and I mean 6 a.m. That's really like early, and people were just there for the clothes, or whatever they're gonna buy in that shop. But it's just crazy to see how much people buy. And I also see people online saying that since the quarantine began, that they've been buying a lot of stuff from Amazon and stuff like that, where they deliver
Yeah,
you to your
that's
house.
why the warehouses were also hiring people because
Yeah, it's been crazy. Many people have been buying because they are bored. They just buy because they're bored. And that's so crazy because I never felt like that. I am more minimalist right now than I was before, but still then I would wait for once in a year I would buy clothes in the sales, and that was it.
yeah,
That was
same
it.
here.
And that would be like 10 items.
Actually, I would only buy when I had no more because it was my money. My mom used to say like, "It's your money. You go buy your clothes."
And you didn't want to waste money on clothes
Yeah,
because
of
you
course
wanted to
not.
save it. Yeah, you
I
wanted.
wanted to buy games, which is also hyper consumerism because now I have so many games that I don't even play. But it's not the point is well at least my collection is digital and I have stopped. I only get the free ones that they're giving away now, and if I like it.
Mhm.
But I have some acquaintances. They have collections in like the not digital form,
Oh,
in the
so they
physical
have
form.
DVDs, sort of
Yeah, these acquaintances of mine, they said they don't have enough space in their rooms and in their
houses. Yeah,
garages to keep these games, and that they are asking their friends if they can have some of their games in their
houses. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought I would bring this because it's also hyper consumerism.
Yes, of
It's
course.
it's like an addiction.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've noticed that when people buy these games, they want to play them, but it's just like you're doing it because you're bored and you just want to finish the game as soon as you started, so just you feel fulfilled or like you're doing
Yeah.
something, but you don't actually enjoy it. You're just like, oh, I want to do this and just get it over it.
There is a term for that, which is um, I'm not sure, but what they do is they try to finish the game as soon as possible, and they even keep records on the internet or something like speed runs. That's it. There are people who play games just to speed run
Yeah,
them.
but for
Speed
me that doesn't
runners.
make
Like, oh, I
any
finished the game
sense.
in an hour and 40 minutes. It was supposed to last for 6 hours. Like, they didn't even enjoy it. They were just jumping around the map.
Yeah, and the
Whatever.
thing is, like, you can't enjoy it anymore after you finished it because now you kind of know where the story goes. For example, Half-Life Alex, I saw people were uploading full gameplays few hours after it was available.
Yeah.
So they just finished the whole game in one sitting, I don't know, maybe they wanted to post for YouTube and that's why
Yeah,
they
maybe they
were
just
doing that.
wanted to be the first.
Maybe that was just for the sake of having views, or I don't know. But I don't, it's just so weird because you're supposed to enjoy that, and it's not a cheap game. And obviously all games that have a story, why you just rushing it through to the end?
Yeah,
It's just like you want to buy more and more and play more and more and more, but it just doesn't fulfill you. It's like you're trying to
fill
fill
up
a
a void.
hole, yeah, like a hole inside you that you cannot fulfill, like because you just keep buying stuff and
And
stuff.
it's the same with the clothes. Like people had been like, why are thousands of people queuing, waiting for a store to open? Like, do you really need those clothes? It's not like it's a supermarket where you go get your own food, right? It's just clothes. I mean, some
Yeah.
people would need like a pair of shoes or
Sorry.
some socks, but why would people? Why would thousands of
But do
people
they
queue up?
really?
And why would thousands of people just exit those stores with so many bags of clothing, like three, four, five big bags of clothing? Why do you need all of that? And then the day after, they come back again, because there were some people who said that, like in the internet, they just come back to exchange those products. Oh, actually, I don't know. I didn't like it. The fitting rooms were closed because of coronavirus. Stores can't have fitting rooms, and it's
Yeah.
well, but like
Yeah,
it's
they
weird.
just see like, oh, it's cute, I'm gonna buy it, and if I don't want it anymore, I'll just bring it back. It's because it's not fulfilling you anymore. You just bought that, and then the rush is gone. You just feel like tap tap tap, and you buy everything, but then it doesn't make you happy. I think that's what happens most of the
Yeah,
times, because people are just buying all of those stuff, and it feels good, like, oh, I'm buying
it
stuff,
feels
and
good the moment you're buying
I'm
it.
pampering myself, but you not actually do that.
Yeah.
You're just buying stuff, and then you look at them and they get old for
Remember,
you.
it feels good when you're buying it, but when you look at your closet or
Yeah,
then you
then
don't,
it's gone.
it's gone.
It's gone.
It's like fast food. We were all also going to mention that in this video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fast food is the same. It's food. You eat it, it's gone. Why would you wait hours so you can go to a fast food restaurant when you
Yeah,
can cook
we
food at
saw
home?
many queues for drive-throughs, and oh man, even they're staying in a car, so it's not so bad. They're not standing up
Yeah.
in the shopping center, but I don't know, why would you just get out of the house? I mean, I guess they're bored of staying at home, but you can also go for a walk, like I do, and
Yeah.
that's it. Why are you staying in those queues for hours just for a burger?
Yeah, you with all those hours you could really prep so many meals. You wouldn't
Yeah,
have to be
and the
waiting.
thing is, I guess some people don't want to cook and they're bored of cooking or something like that. But those burgers from all of those drive-throughs, they're not so special. They look so soggy and sad. You can just make them yourself, and it's cheaper and it
Yeah,
tastes better, I'm sure. At
that's
least
right. You
at
could
least when I buy those things, I'm like, but this is not that really
you could
great.
make your own burgers at home and they would taste well different, yeah, but it would taste
I
better.
think it tastes better because they're so sad. I mean, you
I
see them
remember
in the ads and they look so good, but then you get them and they're like soggy and sad.
before I was vegan, we made them some at home and it was amazing. We even bought ketchup and all of that, and it just tasted like real
Bird.
things. Yeah, not like all the companies they put. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
What
that's
else are
what
we
I was
going to
saying.
mention? I don't know.
I wanted to speak because it's not all about judging, because how are you improving people's life if you're just judging what they do?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to bring also into this video is the fact that you can change your lifestyle. I never was very consumist or hyper consumist or whatever, but I have done some shopping in my life that I didn't actually need it, and I'm now taking a more minimalist
Minimalist. Yeah.
lifestyle because, well, I'm paying for those stuff now. Before, my mom would buy them, um, and even then, she would be the one paying for those stuff, so she wouldn't really let me
Yeah.
spend much money. So every year, like I've said, I would have like one. subscriptions, and I would wait for sales because she would give me a budget. And then, well, you can only spend this much. So I would wait for the sales. I don't even know when sales are, but I would just go on the website and see when they would show
Yeah.
up. And that was it. But now that I have to pay for them, I don't do that so much. And what I meant to say with all of this shit chat is that you can start going in more into slow fashion. I don't mean that you have to just buy secondhand or stuff like that, because sometimes you want a key um, thing that you cannot find. You know, for example, jeans. I cannot find jeans for me
Same.
secondhand.
Yeah.
You know, and I know some shops that already have a good fit.
Underwear you also shouldn't buy second. I had to make this joke.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't buy second.
But what I mean is, like, I know it's not possible to only be buying secondhand. And oh, you know, when you see this image online that, oh, now everybody just buys secondhand clothing and everybody's so environmental friendly, and that's not true. But don't think that it is impossible, so you don't even try to go into more an environmental friendly lifestyle because you think like, oh, that's too extreme. But there are things in between that you can adjust in your life. For example, the term slow fashion, because you know fast fashion, you know all those shops in the shopping center, they're all fast fashion. So what you can do is you think like, do you actually need that? You don't go just for the sake of going and because you're bored or something like that. Think like, do you actually need clothes, or is there this item in this shop that you love so much that you really wanted? Then that's okay. If it's something you really really like and you want to have it and you would really use it, it is not something that you just be like, oh, I don't really like this anymore. If it's something that you know you will like for sure, then you can buy it. And if you actually need it, because sometimes we actually need clothes, because for example, he needed to buy jeans, all of them started not fitting
Yeah.
anymore. So then you actually need to buy more clothes. But in the Western society, I think like when people say, oh, I need to buy clothes, and I'm like, but do you really? There are so many, like, I don't know in your country, I don't know what's in bad. There's also Depop in Marketplace and Facebook. They're selling items in secondhand. So even if you don't have physical shops near you, there's also online, and they deliver
Yeah.
in the mail for you anywhere you live. So before you think like, oh, I need to buy this, maybe you should take into consideration those things online and secondhand shops physically, and maybe you can find something that you like that is secondhand, and then you're not putting money in their pockets because they are fucking rich, and rich because you keep buying stuff that you don't actually need. Like, no, 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 no.
No, stop, please.
These companies,
It's time to
they
stop.
don't care about people. They treat them like trash. And also, there was some backlash just recently because they were not paying the
Factory
people, yeah,
workers.
the people working in the factories, because the shops were closed and they did not sell online, so they were not making any money. So they thought, well, we're not making any money, so we're not paying you. How does that work? A company with billions of in profit, they don't want to pay because they're not making any more
Can
profit.
we criticize Amazon?
Every single one of these companies, really, they don't want to, they have help from the government. They're not even having to pay out of their own pocket during this furlough scheme in UK, and still they do not want to spend a penny to pay for the people that are living in miserable conditions. And if you support those bastards, they are living in the high castles in their fucking mansions, and you're living in a fucking horrible house, and you're surrounded by items that you don't need. So
I think
please.
you. Can we monetize this? I think we'll have to beep everything that you say.
I'm just so pissed off because they have so much money. They don't care about you. They have these ads that are like, oh, support this company and we love your body. Every person is beautiful, but they don't actually mean it. They don't care about you.
They
All
do
they
that for
see,
propaganda
all
and
they see is dollar signs in your head. They just want your money. So don't give them your money. Support companies that are actually just doing good. If you want to buy something new, there's always eco shops that selling sustainable items and then not um like using slaves
I would
almost.
I would add to what you say. Don't support companies, support people. Because
Yeah,
there is a difference between multi
millionaire.
no, international company and some local shop from a person that you actually know that he treats their employees well or whatever.
And trust me, it's hard for me also to see like in vintage shops, it's not it's not cheap to buy some of those items. It's like 40
Yeah.
pounds for something and you think, oh my god, this is really
But
expensive.
that also makes you think like, do I really need this?
Yeah, obviously. And
If it was £2, you would be like, oh whatever, basket.
yeah, so it makes you think more about whether you actually want it or not. And but I love the vintage looks and some of those stuff. They don't really exist anymore. And if I
Yeah.
really want it, I would buy it because it is good quality and it's well taken uh for, I mean, obviously because it's vintage and it's still standing today. So I think it's not like disposable items where you buy in those shops. So please take this into like, I don't know.
Consideration.
Yeah, just I meant like now take your time and think to yourself
Mm.
if you've been doing some of these stuff because I get it. We all want to feel good about ourselves. So maybe we should just think about what are we doing in this world to make it a better place. Okay, guys, so thank you for watching this very long video, but I hope that you have th- something to tell us
In
about
the
whether you've
comments.
been thinking about this subject as well
Yeah.
or anything, and we will bring more subjects like this that are probably controversial and many people will not agree with me
If you
because
like it, just press like and subscribe. If you don't, somebody will. That's
no. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.